Hello and welcome to What the Just Happened Today, your essential guide to the daily shock and awe in national politics. I'm Joe Amditis. Let's get to it. It's Tuesday, July 30th, 2024. Welcome to day 1288. Trump repeated his assertion that if Christians vote for me, you're not going to have to do it ever again. It's true. When Fox News' Laura Ingraham offered Trump an out, saying, "You mean you don't have to vote for you because you'll have 4 years in office," Trump cut her off and said, "Don't worry about the future. You'll have to vote on November 5th. After that, you don't have to worry about voting anymore. I don't care because we're going to fix it. The country will be fixed and we won't even need your vote anymore because, frankly, we'll have such love. If you don't want to vote anymore, that's okay." Meanwhile, Trump suggested that he would probably end up debating Kamala Harris, but that he could also make a case for not doing it. His comments come after his campaign said it would not commit to any future debates until the Democratic Party formally chooses a nominee, promoting Harris to accuse Trump of backpedaling on a debate. Meanwhile, Trump attempted to clean up JD Vance's past comments that Democrats, like Kamala Harris, are a bunch of childless cat ladies who are miserable, saying Vance likes family. A lot of people like family. He added that there isn't anything wrong in saying that, but also said that he thinks not having children is just as good as having a family. In a 2021 Fox News interview, Vance complained how the entire future of the Democrats is controlled by people without children. Those people, Harris, Pete Buttigieg, and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, without biological children, don't really have a direct stake in the country's future, Vance said. And in 2020, Vance said that those without kids were more sociopathic than those with kids and made the country less mentally stable. When given an opportunity to address the comments, Vance said he didn't mean to criticize people who, for various reasons, didn't have kids, but added, "Obviously, it was a sarcastic comment. I've got nothing against cats." Meanwhile, Vance also confirmed that his feelings are not hurt by Democrats calling him weird for his remarks that the country's run by childless cat ladies, saying that it's the price of admission, and adding, "I think it's an honor." Over the weekend, Kamala Harris said Trump and Vance's wild lies about my record are just plain weird. And in a press release titled "Statement on a 78-Year-Old Criminal's Fox News Appearance," the Harris campaign noted that Trump had praised dictators because he wants to be one. Trump is clearly worried he made the wrong pick in JD Vance. Trump is old and quite weird? ? The line of attack is credited to Governor Tim Walz of Minnesota, who first said, "These guys are just weird," in response to Trump's repeated praise of the fictional serial killer Hannibal Lecter and how, hypothetically, he'd prefer electrocution to a shark encounter if his electric boat sank.
I say, what would happen if the boat sank from its weight and you're in the boat and you have this tremendously powerful battery and the battery's now underwater and there's a shark that's approximately 10 yards over there? By the way, a lot of shark attacks lately. Do you notice that? A lot of shark. I watched some guys justifying it today. Well, they weren't really that angry. They bit off the young lady's leg because of the fact that they were not hungry, but they misunderstood who she was. These people are crazy. He said there's no problem with sharks. They just didn't really understand a young woman swimming now really got decimated, and other people too. A lot of shark attacks. So I said, so there's a shark 10 yards away from the boat, 10 yards, or here. Do I get electrocuted if the boat is sinking, water goes over the battery, the boat is sinking? Do I stay on top of the boat and get electrocuted? Or do I jump over by the shark and not get electrocuted? Because I will tell you, he didn't know the answer. He said, nobody's ever asked me that question. I said, I think it's a good question. I think there's a lot of electric current coming through that water. But you know what I'd do if there was a shark or you get electrocuted? I'll take electrocution every single time.
Meanwhile, failed Republican presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy said this whole "they're weird" argument from the Democrats is dumb and juvenile. To which AOC responded, "It's an incel platform, dude. It's super weird, and people need to know." Elsewhere, Vance characterized the emergence of Harris's campaign as a political sucker punch. And finally, Lara Trump, the Republican Party co-chair and Trump's daughter-in-law, compared Harris to a designer handbag made to look like a trash bag. The comment echoes Trump's insult last week that Harris is real garbage. Despite Harris raising more than $200 million in her first week, erasing Trump's lead in the polls, and touting a higher favorability rating, Lara Trump said it's been incredible to see the way that they have tried to prop up Kamala Harris and really sell her as some sort of this amazing political figure to the American people. She added, "It reminds me of, there was a bag that a very famous designer designed. This was several years ago, and it literally was a trash bag. But they sold this thing for like $2,000, thinking that people will actually buy it."
That's all for now. You can find the links and sources for all of these stories on the main website. And as always, visit whatthefjusthappenedtoday.com for the latest news and headlines. Until next time, I'm Joe Amditis.